Yo, everybody, welcome to another episode of ArmTalk. I'm your host, Jody Williams, and today the focal point will be the MAC Championship because come August 30th, there's going to be a title match, and the gentlemen that are my guests are going to be pulling for it. I got Alan Ford from the Great White North. I got my man, Artem, from the Great Beaches south of Florida. Gentlemen, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us. Or me, anyway.
Yes.
I don't care about him.
And we all came together back here. So Ian Carnegie, JJ Jackson, if you're watching, we all came prepared. So there you go.
Mine's backwards. Oh well.
So it's all good. Gentlemen, what's going on? So let's start from the beginning. Tell me how this match came about and you're pulling for a title.
Well, you know what? Since Alan being rude, I want to start off by saying fuck Alan. And then
What's it being rude? What the
yeah,
hell?
I'm gonna start off by saying shit. So fuck you for the rest of this episode. And I think it was offered to me if I can keep beating up on Canadians, and I was like, yeah, I'll go ahead. And they offered me Alan. I'm like, okay, and there we go.
Well, you must be talking about your match with Tyrion.
Huh?
Did you pull John Tyrion, right?
Whoa. No, we're not gonna talk about that. It was in the past. It was another. It's a new Kanye. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
But you know what? Hey, no, you know what? In all seriousness, me and Alan were supposed to have a match before somewhere.
We were.
But
Yeah.
PEL or
I couldn't. I remember you saying that in some video or something too, and I was like, yeah, that does ring a bell. I just can't remember what platform.
it's something that didn't even the promotion didn't happen or something. But I remember actually we were supposed to pull.
Yeah.
Somewhere. I have the video somewhere where I'm talking about this, but yeah, I cannot remember now what promotion. But anyway, the idea was there before.
It fell through though for some reason.
Were you guys supposed to pull at Magda's event?
No, we did.
No, I mean, we beat a Magnus event, but we never pulled each other.
Okay.
Yeah, we did.
But
in a tournament.
well, the tournament, yeah. For the history, I think me and you pulled at the after bottom main event. I think only left-handed because I think classes were different. There were like 4 classes right-handed, 2 classes left-handed. So me and you mismatched on classes because we both, I think, pulled both hands. And then we also pulled at the Magda tournament after my BLM super match.
Yep.
I think that's about it.
Nathan Williams just says, Alan, just want to make sure keep your damn hand on the peg, by the way. So
yeah, fucking stupid. That's the stupidest thing I ever did. Well, I've done a lot of stupid things, but that was pretty dumb. But it's supposed to be a warning. What the hell?
Yeah. So tell me about the rule set because I've been talking to Ian. He sent me a copy of the rule set just so I can kind of get familiar with it in case, your boy ends up on that card one of these days down the road. But tell me the rule set. Are you guys, this is not your first, MAC event you guys have pulled on. Tell the viewers out there the difference between their rules and then your standard rules, aside from the elbow pad diameter.
They allow your father-in-law to be your main referee in your match. Just
Your father-in-law.
Well, like when I pulled Auden, like the referee was his godfather.
Ah.
Oh, okay. Huh.
He's trying to say
the down ref was his uncle. The mom was in the crowd. Come on, man, that was crazy work by Mike, man. Other than that, same rules.
You still won, so you're good.
Yeah, but
There's
man,
no favoritism.
That's only because Jerome was in the crowd, man. I had some support there. Without him, I felt alone.
I will say this though. The one thing I do like, if anybody wants to pull in this league, I suggest you do some strap work done because the minute you go into the strap, the entire super match will be in the strap. Yes?
Yeah, they were actually talking about changing it to all straps, and I was like, no, don't do that. Like, give people the opportunity to pull outside of the straps. Yes, if they slip and they go in straps, fine. Their chances are they're going to continue to go in straps, so leave them there. That's great. But yeah, so they didn't do that, which is good because I prefer to feel somebody outside of the straps before I'm in the straps. That's all. Not that I don't like straps or anything. It's just I want to feel everything.
Yeah, I think the original rule was like once you go in the straps, all matches are in a strap, and they
That's
were
what we
kind of
just said.
they just kind of gonna do it.
Yeah, that's the way it is. And you flip at the beginning for, I think it was flip for straps too. If somebody wanted straps and the other one didn't, you flip for it. And I was like, and that's when they were going to say, we're just going to go all straps. I'm like, no, that's not. Just because one person wants straps doesn't mean that that we should automatically go straps. That doesn't make any sense. Anyways, they've been playing with rules. They're doing a great job, man. The table is awesome. The allowance of those little elbow pops that everybody hates to see the match stop when they happen, like little pop with no advancement, not even a thing there, which is amazing. And the larger pads for sure. Set grip was a bit of a thing I didn't like at the beginning. It's just, I like to feel like anybody who's pulled me, I'm a very, very fair arm wrestler, really. I grip up and usually people like my grip. Like they're not jockeying for a better grip or anything like that. They like my grip because that's how I practice. I practice fair. Fair is good. Even practicing a little bit outside of fair. I'd rather be comfortable there than some people practicing starting with the wrist all cocked, and then when they're actually at an event and the refs straighten them out, they're out of their comfort zone immediately. Yeah. Which I've seen some really amazing pullers on the practice table get their ass kicked at a tournament because every time they start, they're starting fair and they're not used to it, which really sucks.
Everybody starts in their spot.
Right.
So
bad practice, man.
I have a couple new guys that just they exactly did that right now. They're all like this, and I'm like, yo, my guy. I'm like, hey, joining with Tom's is gonna be hard.
So you guys, tell me this: why do you think that is? Like, I understand you're strong in your spot, but can you get to your spot from a neutral position? And why do you think that's always an issue? Because even there's some veterans out there that do the same thing in practice, and then as soon as you straighten them up, like Artem says, as soon as you square them to the table, and like Alan says, as soon as you straighten that wrist, now they're in no man's land, and they got this deer in the headlights. Why do you think that still is?
We all just selfish bastards. That's all.
Yeah.
Why do you think it takes so long for somebody to understand something? It's usually the same person who takes forever. They even sometimes become better just on their own overnight. Alan can talk to them for 2 weeks in a row and nothing gonna happen. And then months later, they had some reinvestment and somebody actually yo, man, you're a fucking egotistical douchebag. Oh, man. And they almost listen better. I think a lot of that just comes to the personal comprehension, too. Like, if you're just arrogant, then, oh, no, man, it works. Especially harder. It's harder when you come in strong. If you come in kind of weak and you have to figure out a lot of things, you're going to listen and adapt. If you're beating too many people, you're not going to listen to the guy that's smarter than you if you happen to be stronger than him.
You're right. Yeah, it's definitely hard to teach somebody when they feel like they're strong. I think that's what the issue is, right? They feel strong turned in, so that's where they want to be because they're there to prove something every time. They don't understand it's practice, and you're here to learn and work outside of your strengths. So, yeah, that's where it comes from, I think. Arrogance.
Well, we got this rule at my training camp where the saying goes, look stupid in practice so you don't look stupid at a tournament. So that way all iron all those kinks out, right? So
absolutely,
there's that. Before we go into a different topic, I want to touch one more thing on the strap thing because Alan, like yourself, I like to get a grip, kind of feel, I like to feel the pressures. I like to feel, okay, is he giving me up pressure, side pressure? Is he trying to double cap my thumb? Is he, is he gripping me low? I like to feel all that kind of stuff. And we all know we've been pulling long enough where you run into those guys and they ask you point blank, hey, you want to go in the strap? It's like, no. And then it's like, okay, no big problem. They're going to bail anyway. So now they get their wish no matter what. So there's always that. So how do y'all figure that thing out? How do you deal with that?
There's nothing you can do, really. I mean, you can't unless you have the strength to hang on to them while they're trying to slip out. And they're at that point, they're in a bad position and you could do something with it. But other than that, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, unless you know that you're just stronger than the person, you can just low grip the life out of them. But if you're in a real competition, you most likely you're not.
Yeah,
So you guys going for that strap.
I've been in a position where you had somebody bailing and your grip onto their thumb and you're pushing them down and they're like this.
Or I mean, you can probably still maintain to get it to referee's grip, and referee's grip kind of y'all are more equal or not. Because if another person wants to run, they're most likely gonna fight for the height and all that stuff. The referee's grip might give you more better attempt for hand control, right? But if other person runs, they're running.
Right.
Hey, or Jody, you're often out there pulling this Sean Hancock, man. Sean Hancock will love to give somebody a loss in a for intentional slip or some shit. So you have to have a good ref too.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not so much a thing anymore, right? An intentional slip.
Hey, you get a referee who loves to be strict and enforce some shit like Sean Hancock. Oh man, I'll just go in winning position. I don't have to pin anybody for 2 inches. As long as they bail out, you're back to European rules. It's a winner.
I mean, here I don't know about in Canada, but here in the States, it all depends on who the ref is. Because I guarantee you get Bill Collins has a different reference style than Sean Hancock, if that makes sense. Yeah. So one may be strict, other one may kind of give a little leeway because they want everyone to see a match. So, man, it all depends on, who you got reffing, Matter of fact, the event you were at, Artem, I was watching that the other day, and because I like rewatching stuff over and over just so I kind of get my head wrapped around the league. And when Porkchop pulled Jerome, and, it was Jerome's first time on a MAC event, and the refs kept, dumping his hand like that. It's like going, even Jerome's like, how am I supposed to pull when y'all keep dumping my wrist like that? So it's like, sometimes you have to adapt, but you were there. Can you go ahead and give us some insight on that? What was going on?
Man, I think it's going to have to do with the style of Jerome arm wrestling and not being able to transfer to the referees. Because, I mean, Jerome and Porkchop match was bad. If you watched that match good enough, there was one match they went without a ready go. They were just going so good early against each other. There was, I think, 1 or 2 times there was no ready go. They just went and whatever happened. But the thing with Jerome, I think, I think that's where I think I get to ability. Like, I mean, not even that ability, but I think I traveled enough, and maybe my style is not that I guess I don't need this acute setup every time people need it to practice, right? Like, I guess I can, like, if you move my hand, whatever, maybe I'll know how to move my elbow, whatever. So I don't really care. Like, I have never necessarily been scrutinized by referees to where, like, they'll put me somewhere funny, you know what I mean? So I think that comes with, either A, personal experience, or B, like, ability to move around on your own, maybe so, right? Because I get what the referee trying for you to do, but is the referee really being funny right now, or can you move your elbow in the front and the back for something to happen, right? What's going on? Right. So, like, I'm not sure. But I've noticed I think Jerome is one of the dudes that, like, is very specific. Like, he might not look like it because he's really strong, but he is very technical, and he knows the difference in those, like, couple inches differences. And I think that goes the same for, like, my buddy Daniel Worley.
Worley.
Dan's strap setup, right? It's very overwhelming, and that's why it's not perfect. And that's why even for him, like, he gets in trouble with referees. He often takes forever because, in my opinion, he messes up the point of overextending, right? Like, the other person feels way too much, right? To where, well, I'm doing it, or like where people preach to do certain strap stuff. You have to tweak it just enough to where you get it there, but other person is comfortable too. Otherwise, you're going to complete the match, and we're not even going to start. So,
absolutely.
I think so. It has to do something with, like, I think the communication with the ref on what you're trying to do is important.
Right. So the last time we saw Alan Ford on a big stage, it was East vs. West. He pulled a hell of a match with Ryan Belanger, and it was a back and forth thing. I like the match. I really do. I thought you had hand control every single match, and it just seemed like, Ryan, I'm just gonna wear you out here because going into that, you two had the interview with Ingen, right?
Yep.
And Ryan was saying how he was gonna try to turn you in, and it never really got there. You did everything to keep that hand flat, if not go backwards like that. He had to fight from here the entire time, and probably one of the most technical matches I've seen in a long time.
Dude, that what Ryan was saying? That's crazy.
Okay. If it went in, because even Alan, I think Alan made a comment on the preview show with Ingen going into it, like, hey, you don't want to feel me in the hook, but it never got to that point. You know, so it's almost like, hey, yeah, I can hook, but I'm so strong. Can you put me in the hook? Is that, that was your approach? I'm guessing. You tell me. Was that your approach?
Well, sure. Yeah, I was just trying to do my thing, and the reason why it looked so, I was so dominant. I watched it after, like, when you're in it, I don't see everything, right? It's just, you're like, you got blinders on, right? When I watched it, I was like, holy fuck, how the fuck did I lose that? Like, how did I lose that? But I remember being in the positions with his wrist and his friggin' power, like, even after I turned him out and took his wrist, his side pressure power with his wrist. Oh my God, I couldn't believe it. So I was like, okay, then I'm going to wear him out, and he didn't lose that as much as I thought he was going to. That being said, I made some stupid mistakes. There were some stupid fouls. He actually only pinned me once, and I pinned him twice. Right. So, I don't know how you end up winning, but it's all fouls. You know what the really weird thing of that was? Right after that match, Ryan asked for a rematch. I was like, oh, then. You know that was not as one-sided as you think. Because who asks for a rematch after you beat somebody on that stage? You know what I mean? Like,
did he ask for it or did he offer it?
He asked for it.
That's weird, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, unless if he's like, I'm a competitor, I won, but maybe I didn't want to win that way. It's almost like, hey, if let's just say, for example, if me and Alan Ford pull and I, win 3-2, but all Alan's wins were pins on me, but all my wins was because he fouled out, I really can't call that a victory. Does that make sense?
Yeah, true.
So maybe he probably felt the same way you did.
I mean, that is gangster, yeah.
That's honorable for sure. You know what I mean? But I just wasn't expecting it. I was like, when I put my arm on the table, I put my arm on the table. Like, there's no excuses. Like, I've lost quite a few matches with really bad calls by the refs and stuff like that I shouldn't have. Like RVJ, just one.
I knew you was gonna say that. It was only a matter. We're like 18 minutes in the show. I was waiting for that to come out.
Yeah, that still pisses me off.
What was the bad call there?
Well, did you watch the match?
I watched it another day for the first time, and I probably scrolled through a couple things. I didn't know you guys pulled, and then somebody told me, and I'm like, wait, what? How did it go? Was it like, I don't like? I didn't like watching that, but I've watched it, but probably missed a couple parts.
So, well, the main part that you might have missed is that I pinned him right at the beginning, and it wasn't called as a pin. And that match ended up into 2 or 3 other matches because there was a ready go, a slip, straps, there was a foul, another restart, and then he ended up pinning me on that one.
You did not. I know that you did not call that the first time you bring him in the hook, but you pinned him in that round anyway, right? Or not?
I'm not sure. I ended up pinning them last.
Oh.
Like, no, he got the very last round. I got the 2 before that, and he got.
I got you. Because it looked like you still won the first one, regardless. I think.
I don't think I can't remember now, man. I was pissed. It's just bad calls.
Hey, I remember somebody told me that me and John Therian was like 3-2 or 3-1. I'm like, dude, I thought the whole time he beat me 3-0.
Oh, really?
I didn't know it was like 3-2 or some shit.
You're locked in. You know.
I kept telling everybody for a year, yeah, John beat me 3-0. Then I look at the score 3-2. I'm like, oh, all right, cool.
Yeah.
I got a question for each of you. So, first question will be to Artem about Allen. So, Whitney, what can you analyze from his last match for versus Ryan Belanger?
I think it's Ballinger, man.
No, it's not. It's not Belanger either. It's
definitely not Belanger. So,
Belanger, Ballinger, the brother man from the Carolina Chaos. There you go.
No. What Travis says? The brother from Mississippi, man. Bellinger, Lakers in 5.
Right.
No, dude, I'm still not even interested in watching that match. You know what I mean? Like, I think Ryan, from what Alan just told me, or what I guess you just said, what Ryan said in the interview, I'm like, that sounds terrible. So I'm like, yeah, it has like zero regard.
You even watched it? Is that what you're saying?
I was there. Like, I've seen enough in person. I'm not watching that. I'm not watching that.
He ain't concerned about you.
I think it's just a terrible route to arm wrestle, and I think eventually, if I can hit you sideways 6 times in a row to overwhelm your biceps, it eventually should happen. I don't think it's the most official way to do that. I watched RVJ, and I think that was kind of more interesting to show me like routes to power. But my thing is, I guess now to answer that question. No, that's all I needed from that match.
Okay. Wow, Alan, he just says, "Oh, I ain't got to worry about that. I got you."
Not that. It's I think it's stylistically, even like if that's Ryan's style, that's not what I'm gonna do. It doesn't apply to me. So I think I'm good. I kind of I have enough information on Alan besides that thing. So it's like even though I can do similar thing that Ryan does, but I don't think it's It wasn't efficient. Like I said, the match was not like one-sided. I thought Alan was winning when I left the building. Then I come back to the building. Then I came to the building and everybody's Christian Ryan. I'm like, okay, that was a different session.
Yeah.
Jody, don't try this. I love Ryan. It just I have enough research, man. We're good.
There you go.
Well, the thing about doing research, I don't really do a lot of research, to be honest, because
that's another thing.
You don't know, like to an extent, you watch the arm wrestler, but you don't know how you will perform against that person in that scenario, right? So, like, if I'm watching a match that anybody else is doing against the guy, whoever they're competing, unless it's against me, I don't know. This is basically what I'm trying to say. Because you don't know what that person had that day. You don't know exactly what their pressures are like, if they have what you have or not. It gives you an idea of some angles, but that's about it until you actually are in it and you feel it's totally different. And that's
I think especially nowadays it's so much harder to be like East versus West and stuff. I think people are going way harder in training and nutrition and everything, to whereas like people's levels are still not the same every 2 months. You know what I mean? So that's another thing. Like that year before John Therian is not the same as this one. And this is my problem with Alan too, because me and Alan pulled now twice, which I happen to be a winner of. But I also kind of under the impression that was not an active Alan. So it's like I have to also take what I can from that, but I cannot relate to that Alan Ford whatsoever because it's not the same person.
Right. It's not.
I mean, that's true.
Right. Because that time, that win that you have on me, I just showed up. I wasn't even planning on pulling that day. I was like, oh fuck it, I'm gonna pull. And then I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, the amount of shit you talked to me before.
Me? I didn't talk shit. You pissed me.
No. As soon as I came up, you start saying some shit about the right hand, and I remember just talking shit back to you. You didn't like that. I'm like, okay.
I can't remember what you said, but I remember leaving it. I was so pissed off at you. You arrogant fuck. You said something.
Exactly. I felt like it was like.
And I was like, I can't believe you just fucking said that to me. I was just, oh my god.
I know, because you were saying something. It was super easy to reply to. I feel like me and Robbie Russell, because every time I'm around Robbie Russell, Robbie is like very fun to trash talk to because it's like we can bounce off really easy. And whatever the shit you were saying, like, I'm gonna beat you right-handed. Oh, he said, no, you said something about beating me with one hand, not about the other hand. And I'm like, I'll beat you both hands. And I'm like, it was like
Wow.
smooth, yeah, and sharp. And I'm like, and
Yeah.
I remember like, yeah, it was a quick video exchange to where I think it makes me think like, our match, it's kind of like an opportunity to maybe have a good like videos and trash talk, but at the same time, like I think I'm not that guy.
You're more of that guy than I am.
Oh yeah, but I think like I was waiting like whenever Artem makes a video, like I'll make another one. But like then like oh man, I like Alan too much for making fucking bunch of videos out here.
Hey, listen, you and I we arm wrestled quite a few times back in the day, eh? Because you used to travel to Ottawa and pull, right? Just show up at random tournaments and pull.
No, that was we've never arm wrestled prior to that. That was my first time in Canada.
Really?
Yeah, I only got an American in 2013, Alan.
Okay. So I must be getting you confused with somebody else then. There's somebody
Yeah, because I mean the first time you pulled, I was probably if you pulled if bottom 8 was in 2019, I was 20. Ooh.
Youngster.
I was like 24. I was like 24. Yeah. Oh my god. I couldn't even travel that much, Alan.
Okay. Whatever. I got something positive to say about him, about Artem, is that he's got balls, because
That he does.
I didn't have anybody that wanted to have a match with me. Everybody's like looking at me like, no, I don't want a match. I don't want a match. After the last couple wins at MAC, and I was really surprised to hear that Artem stepped up, because that's great. Like, I don't know.
Is it fair to say
I didn't have a problem.
Are you the face of Mac? Are you the face that runs the place? Is that fair to say that?
Me?
You.
I thought it was me.
I'm kind of, I don't know. I'm involved with them. I'm been winning like crazy. I don't know. Other than my first match, but I think that was a fluke, honestly.
Was that against Brave? Was that against El Cesar?
Yeah, I have this thing with new platforms or new leagues, basically.
Right.
When I first show up and compete with new rule sets or new stuff, it just fucks with my head. Like even East versus West, if I were to compete again at East versus West, I think it'd be different. I'd just be more comfortable. I know what's what. I know what's going on. I know who's around, what to expect. It fucks with me a little bit. So my first one with Mac, I believe that was an aspect of what happened. And then I got dialed in and now it's my table.
There you go. What do you think, Artem? Because your first time, at a MAC event, what was going through your mind? And now you kind of go, okay, I'm accustomed to everything now, so we good. What was your experience on that?
I honestly didn't really care much from the beginning because it's really similar. Like I'm not that rule dependent, really. Like it was all the like it was pretty similar setup. I just had to get accustomed to what was I guess not being done necessarily that day. But other than that, like no, I'm like the least, like I already told it to Matthias, I'm probably the least interesting person to ask about Mac rules and Mac table, because to me it's all the same.
Right. Artem's weird when it comes to
I don't know. I've yet like, and I know that table is different. I've yet to find like oh wow, it's a different table. Like cool. Like it was such a different experience. Like no, it was the same table. I always harness that. Just no patch.
Weird. It's weird because everybody I've talked to thinks.
I know. It's like it's an amazing table, and I get it. And I love a freedom table. I love the concept. I probably will prefer that table to another ones, but it did not change what I was doing. It did not affect it in any way, shape, form. Like the table is the table. I will argue. I still haven't argued, and Matthias owes me a measurement. I argued that table is not as Ian advertised, as the pin pads are higher. I think pin pads are the same height or lower. That's why he still has a King's Move issue. I think if the pads were legitimately higher as he thinks they are, he will eliminate the King's Move a little bit more. Me and Jerome looked at that motherfucker. I'm like, yo, Jerome, I know I'm still sober.
Didn't Jerome buy a table? Didn't he buy a Mac table?
If he did, I want to work for Jerome now, man, because I know the cost of them of it.
I know a lot of people are buying them right now.
I'm driving to Valdosta right now, then, man. I'll see if Jerome hiring for the tree company. Me and Jerome go out there, man, in Georgia.
So tell us something. This match coming up August 30th, right, in Ottawa. So for the lightweight belt? Is that what we're pulling for?
I don't even know, honestly. What weight are we supposed to be competing at? Because I know
I would love for you to come down, Alan, but it is what it is.
I'll be I'll most likely be 215.
Oh, that's cool. I'm cool.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You'd be cool.
Where are you at, Artem?
Like 194 right now, 195 ish. Yeah, I'll hopefully to be like. I mean, I would love I obviously want to be like fucking 210 to 20. I guess we'll never make it there. If I can make it to my normal 200 pounds by then and sit by then, I'm very comfortable at that weight. Anything more than that, it's a good plus.
There you go. So is that your walk around weight, Alan? 215, or you're coming down to 215?
No, it's my walk around weight right now. I was up to 225, and I had to cut for East versus West. That was the heaviest I've ever been, 225. I don't know what happened. I was just eating like crazy.
I was gonna say, how'd that feel?
Being 225 or the cut, because I fucking hate cutting.
Being 225.
I don't know. I felt fine. I felt the same, really. I really did. People were like, "Oh, you're huge." I'm like, "Really? I don't feel it. Yeah." But I hate cutting. I just hate it so much. But from that cut, I basically only went back up to about 215, and that's where I stayed. So
there you go. Just kind of level out like that,
Yeah, when it comes off, it stays off. I got to eat really shitty for quite a while for me to get up to that weight again, or just not really care or be eating a lot. But other than that, yeah, I'm okay. 215 is perfect. If I can just walk in the way I am and I don't have to worry, I can actually eat and stuff. That's key, because I don't know, it fucks with my head.
No, I get that.
I know we have a belt on the line, but I don't know yet what's the term. Lightweight, middleweight.
That's the thing. I was asking you two because all I know is said, championship. I'm thinking, they're pulling for a title, but I'm thinking, is it light heavy? Is it? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure, and I don't fully understand right now. I'd have to talk to Ian, because I don't think you've only pulled one super match, correct, Artem? Did you freeze? He's frozen.
That Mountain Dew got him.
Sorry, I was. Am I froze?
You're back.
You're good now.
Am I good now?
Did you hear the question?
Yeah, I was watching the video that Ian sent me. It said I don't know if it's the same belt. It said light heavyweight on that.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
So I don't know if it's our belt or it's the segment A belt, but that's what it says, a light heavyweight.
And what is that weight? Because maybe I do.
It would be nice if we can get the commissioners, whether it be JJ, Ian, say, look, if we're pulling for titles, whatever, what are the weight classes? That way we can because I see this thing getting big, as in Mac. I see it getting big.
Me too.
And I'm curious to know, because the only belt out there that I know of right now currently that somebody possesses, and it's Wayne Withers, but it says his is heavyweight. I'm thinking, so you don't have a super heavy, because Wayne's a big dude. If that's heavyweight, then y'all's must be lightweight or something, because I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Well, yeah, I guess you're right. For the supers, it should say supers for sure. And,
right.
And he's pulling Philip, who is definitely a supers. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I don't know if we ever qualified as a heavy guy. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about them being in that thing. But yeah, it's a good question for you to have, since it's already. I don't know what number Mac event is technically, is that right? But yeah,
it's 5. Four? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's still early now, but yeah, if you have belts, you can at least start putting out some type of Mac ranking, right? Ranking with weights and things. That's all you need. It's. I always propose the same thing. It's like, if it's not universal, but you need this list within the league, because that's what the thing. And the funny thing is PAL for years too. Like when PL came back one year, and Michael Todd and I think Trubin pulled for left-handed super heavyweight title, something rather, maybe somebody else, but that was like a random left-hand super heavyweight thing. I got to thinking how it was funny that after all those years, they technically didn't have a champion. Those was two random dudes pulling for that thing. There was not a proper left-handed ranking. So yeah, I think Mac is at that cool position to where they just need to look back at their events, at the super matches, look at those team events, look at the tournament they had, and they will have the other rankings, whether people want to be on them or not. People love rankings now. Somebody they'll make a list, put somebody number 3 who had no idea they were ranked and they're not ranked anywhere else. Mac will be their league forever.
Well, here's the thing, because I'm sitting at 223 right now, right? So, depending on what Ian has. What's that?
You said the thing was breaking up. What you ranked? What 323? What you say?
No, I said I weigh at 223. That's how much I weigh right now.
You weigh it towards. I got you. Okay.
So if you guys are pulling for like, I don't know, light, heavy, whatever, and Allen's 215, I'm thinking, okay, that's that belt. So if I want to compete for that belt, do I cut down to 215, 220, or does Ian and JJ have a belt at 230, 235? That way I kind of know who my opponents are. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean, you see two dudes in front of you, so I understand your question where you should run to.
Yeah.
Ain't no running over here.
I would get the answer right from one of those guys, just because they're trying to do a bunch of stuff at the same time. They're doing a great job, mind you, but they do have a lot of stuff going on. So like even that heavyweight belt, instead of being super heavyweight, it might have been all he had made at the time, and he might get it all sorted out, right? It's just everything's coming together. It just came together so fast for them. It's amazing. I'm really excited for them for sure. They got a lot of other things to do too. They're getting involved with that You ever seen the Total Arm Wrestling? Is it TAWF? Is that what it is? Team Arm Wrestling. Have you seen that, Artem?
What you're saying sounds familiar. Yeah, the breakdown. But is that
Jason Constantini? Is
yeah.
He's involved with Mac as well, or Mac's involved with that, and that is going to be amazing what he's putting together, these team leagues. He's planning on having events like every 2 weeks, like on television kind of thing.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it's going to be like a real sport, like any other sport, you know what I mean? On television, the way it's run with teams against teams and stuff. And it's really cool. Like I don't want to talk too much about it because I don't know all the details, but like from what he's told me, there's so many levels and layers to it that people watching can kind of like get into, you know what I mean? Like, oh, they're not using this guy at this event because he's going to pull 2 weeks from now, or they're pulling him up. They're giving this guy lots of matches, so you can choose who you want to pull and when you want to pull them. Right? It's really
nice.
Cool. You can pull a heavy, you can't pull lighter, obviously, but it's a really cool concept. Anyway,
I want to get you guys' opinion, because on that same card where you guys are at, you also talked about another title match, Wayne Withers and Philip Larson. And I asked that because isn't Philip pulling Matt Mask in a couple weeks or next week or something like that?
I'm not sure.
Oh, you're right. Yeah,
he's pulling Matt Mask at the Shaw Classic. East vs. West.
Yes. Wow.
So what kind of position is he going to be in?
Yeah, good job announcing it like that. So fuck it up for the whole event. Thank you very much, Jody. Say it louder for the back. How about you highlight the Coach Ray as the commentator too, so we all get fired?
No, that information's out there already somewhere, isn't it?
Well, yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, yeah, but I mean, it'd be funny.
Because on paper, because Larson's a big dude, right? So I'm thinking,
what's the short Philip Wax's Withers? You can ask Alan his opinion now.
You think so? Because I mean, I'm just honest question. Because
100%.
You think
is that coming off just? Well, first of all, is he pulling Mask right hand or left?
I don't care. I'm just saying, you asked me about Withers and Philip, so I'm telling you, Philip is Withers.
Okay, I'm just wondering what kind of shape he's going to be in.
Good. He has 2 super matches in a row. He has to be in a good shape.
I don't know. Matt's on fire right now. I think he's definitely on the up and up right now. I wouldn't bet against him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all about that. So who else is on the card on you guys'
I have to look.
back four? Do you know?
I'm so out of the friggin' loop. I wish I could rhyme it all off for you. I'll look right now.
Well, hey, I'm with Alan. I think Matt probably beats Philip also, but Philip beats Wayne.
Yeah.
Philip beats Wayne, Matt beats. Okay, yeah.
I think that's fair.
And I'm not sure if this is a MAC event, but isn't BLM pulling like Brandon Elsesser coming up soon?
That's like this weekend. It's not a
That's
MAC.
this weekend.
Actually, I don't know if it's run by MAC or not, but there's a big bar, like a Brockville Rib
Oh,
Fest.
is that at Brockville, right?
Yeah.
Ah,
Brockville
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I think I'll probably go check that out this weekend. Warm up
that'll be a good match.
My match with you.
Who takes that one?
Between BLM and Brent, I think BLM's going to crush Brendan, honestly. I practice with him all the time. I don't think Brendan's left is any better than his right. Is that true? He's more right dominant than left?
I want to say yes.
I think the opposite. No, is it?
Yeah.
I think.
No.
I thought Brendan's left is. I think Brendan's left is better than his right.
Regardless, man, Brendan's.
If they're not, they're the same. But I think BLM's left is worse than his right. Right? I think a little bit.
Well, yes, but he's had surgery on it. He had a tear in it, right? So he's just coming back, and even his right is feeling phenomenal, but his left is like.
I think in the nowadays Brandon's shape. They're both Brandons, but Brandon. I think BLM kind of is the favorite nowadays. But if you asked it a couple of years ago, I think there was a period of time where Brandon was ahead of BLM for a little time with BLM not doing much.
You mean after BLM beat Brendan?
Well, when did she beat Brandon before?
I can't remember. Brendan BLM went to somewhere in the States and competed with him. I've seen the video recently on Brendan's page, and he beat him.
I'm not arguing with that, but I think there was a period of time definitely where I think Brendan was definitely the man, and if you ask a question, Brendan will be the favorite, but not nowadays. Not in this period of time.
I don't think so.
I may be wrong. But you want to argue with me month by month? Be my guest.
True.
I do. I will say this. I like how, and this is the MAC question, they tend to alternate because you got Ian, JJ, one lives in Ontario, one lives in New York. And so they kind of alternate as far as events where to have the next one at. It can be Toronto. It can be, New York and Rochester or Syracuse or what have you. So I do like that. You kind of bounce around. So that kind of gives a different vibe and stuff. So yeah. I'm like, man, one of you guys are walking away with a championship belt. Whoever it is, whoever you want to pull next, or do they have to come call you up? How does that work?
I'm so bad at that. Honestly, I really am. Even after I won the last MAC, they're like, who do you want? And I'm like, I don't know, man. Who do you got for me? They're like, you should call out Brandon Elsesser. And I was like, why? Like, I just beat, like, why would I do that? And he's like, well, you should, because you want to have that win. And I was like, okay. So I did say it. And then I went and talked to Brandon afterwards, and he's like, I don't want any of that. So I was like, I don't know then. So I don't know.
What you think, Artem?
The same thing for me, because I'm never getting offered anybody my weight anyway, so I can't even have my dreams, right? I have my little dreams of like doing. I'm always looking at my 198 list, who's ahead of me. I'm like, all right, Craig Tuya beat number one and then 198 for the past 10 years. He's still my goal. Am I ready for the super match? No. So I'm being quiet. I'm just being offered. I'm taking what's being offered in between. So you know what I mean? So like, I'm kind of like with Alan. I guess it's not, I don't care plus, like I'm saying, I think people get thrown at me from all the directions really. So I think there's some I would like to pull some of the left-handed dudes in the Jamie Sakins and Tyler Bolzans. How my left leg is, I've been out of commission for the past couple of weeks. I'm just starting to train that, so I think till my left is like all back and cool is like going to take a couple months. But yeah, I think that's potentially what I've felt before. And nowadays, I mean, I don't know if Alan whoops me, I'm probably going to be in depression. And I don't want to arm wrestle anybody else, but if I win, then if I win, yeah, I guess it's I have to rematch Artem one day, man.
Oh, it's coming. You know it's coming.
Yeah, it's gonna happen 2-3 times in a lifetime.
Why would you be depressed if I beat you? Like, don't you?
I'm just saying I'm always depressed. Alan, if you beat me, I'll be actually less depressed out of all my losses in the past year, probably. But it's still I'm just such a fragile person. It's still gonna affect me for a couple of days.
Okay.
I think, and
but 2-3 Jaeger bombs, and I'm good to go, man. We're gonna come back.
Oh yeah, no doubt, right? And this is more of an Ian question. I'll actually talk to him after we're done here. I think from a Mac
I didn't say anything bad about Mac if you asked.
I think from a Mac standpoint, once those guys create a ranking in the class, that picture will be a lot more clear.
100%.
Yeah.
That way
I'm
you
sure,
can go,
I'm sure
okay.
he's probably working on it already.
Yeah, these are the guys that's in my weight class. Now I can focus on, okay, if I got, 4 guys ahead of me, or, I got 3 guys below me or whatever, you kind of know what that looks like and stuff. So
you know what? Now that you say that, he did mention to me at some point about that's the whole point of the Challenger series that he's doing, right? Is to start creating a list so people know where they're at and they can work up to the top and get on the main stage. So
right.
it probably exists somewhere, or he's just developing it before he releases it. So
gotcha.
After this, because he's got another Challenger series coming up again. I don't know the exact date, but it's very soon.
Yeah. I might be making an appearance on that stage real soon.
Cool.
So
you can look like a Challenger series type guy.
What's that?
I said you look like a Challenger series type guy.
No, I mean I'm excited to participate in that because what they're doing I see is great. They're not in anybody's way. That's why I think a lot of people like Mac. I mean, obviously the outlaw rules or whatnot, but it's like, hey, let's just have fun. Let's pull. Let's not deal with all the other nonsense. We ain't got time for it. So I like that, And so you know what? I've been talking to Ian, behind the scenes for a while now, and so we got a good thing going on, and I'm loving what I see.
Yeah, that's the point of it, right? Is that it's going to be more fun, and well, the real point of it is so that it's better for television, right? Less stops. They can go through a lot more matches a lot faster, which he's proven multiple times. He goes through I don't know how many super matches in short periods of time, like astronomical compared to most leagues that have done super matches. Pounds them out pretty quick.
It's the setup, right? Get your grip, thumbs down, close your hands. So that eliminates all the, finger fucking around and stuff. It eliminates all the bunny hop and no game position. No, keep it running. So when you add all that stuff together, as other organizations, man, you're saving like an hour and a half.
Well, yeah, for sure.
I might be overdoing that, but you see what I'm saying, though, right?
Yeah, not out of a single match, unless it's Devin, but
yeah. His matches is like I can go watch a movie at the movie theater and come back and he's still pulling the same match. I mean that it's like a mini sitcom. I'm like, dude, what's going on over here? Like,
well, I never considered that when I went to East versus West either. So I was like, no, they're really strict here. You know what I mean? Like I gotta be smart here, be really fair. And Devin's like, oh, I never told you about East versus West, because he plays the game like nobody else, right? I can't do that, but at the same time, I've always really respected the referees and what they say, and that's kind of my wheelhouse. The refs will take care of it, not me trying to cheat or trying to get what is fair. The refs will make it fair, and then I'm good. And that's how I've always trained, and that's why I'm really nice to hook up with. No problems. Like you wouldn't be able to tell that I'm a high hooker because everybody says high hookers cheat like crazy. I really, really don't. I want fair.
Where'd you get that moniker from anyway? Why did they say all the high hookers cheat? Like, what is all that?
Because they do. They always say the same thing. I don't really cheat. It's really subtle. Nobody can tell.
Are you
Referees love me.
It just
I'm talking about everybody.
Yeah, because it's probably because of Devin. Like Devin cheats.
No.
So hold on. You mean to tell me that if Devin cheats, that nobody in that whole entire empire don't do the same thing?
Right. Exactly. Well, I know that, but it's just it's not so obvious. I don't know how to explain it. Devin really pushes the limits, right? And he'll say he doesn't cheat because there's two refs standing right there, right? So if he can get away with something, is it really cheating? It's not really, because the refs are standing there watching it. So it's two ways to look at it, right?
Yeah,
but I see a lot of stuff, shenanigans going on, but he makes it happen, man, and it's right there in front of everybody. So he good on him. Basically,
there you go.
Yeah.
Now, are we going to see a bunch of fucking around, with you guys, and not having the referees do? I guess the referees. I talked to Ian about that Jerome match with Pork Chop, and I was like, "Damn, dude, as a spectator, that's kind of fun." It kind of favored one person. It's just the way the refs were doing that, and I think the referee will get a little bit better as we go. So hopefully, there's the whole setup of this. Thumbs down, close your hands. That's supposed to eliminate any kind of advantages that people may have. But even then, it seemed like, damn, my man Jerome got the short end of the stick.
Only because what you're saying one thing, but doing is another thing. The only thing Mac did, not Mac, but referees had a problem with the event. It's not don't move, go. It's not ready, go. It's close your thumbs, close your hands. A referee steps away, looks at the motherfucker for a second, then says go. Like it was implemented in WL until they start fucking it up. They always be in a pause for the start, so you can foul one person, whoever moves first, and then you can start it.
Yeah,
that crucial thing gonna end up looking like my match or Jerome's match, where I'm starting by the pad over there.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to implement more like that for this Mac. Like he's like I said, they're still building this and trying to tweak everything so that everything makes sense and stuff. So
yeah, but it's just like we're talking like really vaguely, because there's not a vague problem. There was just one rule was forgotten about, or one step of the rule, I guess, right? And that's why it looks like that. But it's not a big issue. It's just that one little moment that you need to address. That's it.
Yeah. Right. And I'm not trying to get on the referees. It was just like that match kind of, it was like a
well, my man. This event happened now a couple months now. You still kicking the referees, man. What's wrong with you?
But what I'm saying, going forward, now we got title matches. We got 2 title matches coming up on August 30th. And you want to make sure, okay, whatever hiccups we had, we left back there. We got to be on our A game.
Oh, they know me and Alan get in a fist fight with the referee. No problem. I'll do it for us.
I was just gonna say, man, it doesn't matter what rules you put in place. People are gonna push the limits, right? It doesn't matter. You can, and there's no way they're gonna make it to the point where it's not entertaining as well, right? So if it's so like almost what am I trying to say? Medical in the way that they do everything so precise, it's not gonna be fun to watch. Right. So there's that line that you got to be careful you don't cross, but at the same time trying to be fair. So it's a lot of pressure on the referees, man.
No doubt.
That's why I don't ref. I went and got my ref certification many years ago. I might have refed a couple times, and I was like, nah, I'm not doing this. It's too. I don't like it. I'd rather be on the table.
I get it, man. Yeah. Well, gentlemen, we're almost hit the hour mark. I know, Alan, you want to go ahead and have some dinner with the fam, and I get that. Artem, you're going to do whatever it is that you do. When is your next show coming up, man? What's going on with you?
Oh, with me?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like for those big super matches that I don't really want to lose, like me and Artem, me and Alan, I'm just kind of staying stay at home training. I was supposed to go to Albany with Travis here like earlier, but didn't do that because like I'm gonna skipping training days. So I think there's nothing really happening for me until then, and then from there till the end of the year, it's staying pretty busy. So I think Alan kind of opens up this new season, and then from there, I think I'm busy till December.
Well, hopefully you don't start it all out depressed.
Well, I think the year started off good, so I think no, it's just however season starts and opens, it's all good.
Anyway,
there you go. Well, gentlemen, I really want to thank you guys for taking time out of your day to be on the show. My hope, was to get you guys on there, give you guys the spotlight, give you guys the stage. You're gonna put on a good show August 30th. Is there a way we can, besides the people that are watching, is there a live stream, the pay-per-view? What are we talking about? Do you know?
I think he's always got a pay-per-view.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do a pay-per-view. That's which is a good question because it is in August. So if there's no special links, then I think everybody can go to what's Matthias's website? What's Mac's website? Premstream.com?
Yeah, you got it.
I think you can go there, and I think if there's nothing special for now, I think they're gonna have it out there, ready by now or whatever.
Yeah,
there you go.
Prem Stream.
Well, gentlemen, I'll let you go because it's almost
live feed.
Yeah.
Because it's in the advertisement for our videos that we did right at the beginning. Prem Stream's there, so he'll have a feed for sure.
I think they're gonna do the same thing last time. They're gonna make some type of live stream on YouTube for some preliminary stuff, and the rest is gonna be done on Prem Stream.
Yeah, because there is a tournament that day too, as far as I've heard.
And I forgot because I'm glad that reminded me of something. What makes this thing so good, and what I wanted to get you on, because each of you guys got your own little documentary leading to the match. Alan, yours came out this week. Artem, I think yours comes out tomorrow. Yeah,
I think so. I haven't even watched Alan's yet, but I meant to.
So guys, get out there. Go on.
I'm not being a bit of funny way. I've just been sick of doing other shit. I want to watch it.
I'm so busy.
It was cool. I suggest anybody go out there after this show and go look at the MACA YouTube channel. Alan Ford has his documentary out leading up to the match. It's awesome. I recommend you guys watch that. I believe yours comes out tomorrow, Artem. So check out Artem's tomorrow.
Well, I'm not gonna watch mine until I watch Alan's, so it's respectful.
The teaser's out. I saw the teaser. It just came out, but so the full one will come out.
If it's me, listen, Matthias spent 4 days here filming me picking up dog shit, okay? So I don't even know what it looks like, okay? I'm scared.
Yeah, so I'm excited. And then, of course, tomorrow I'm going to have Wayne Withers on so we can talk about his title match. Is he going to keep the belt? Is he going to relinquish it? Will it be now called the Super Heavyweight? Whatever. I'll have him on my show tomorrow, so be sure to check it out.
Don't tell him that I said that you're going to lose, okay?
Look,
if he asks, tell him he's the winner.
Here's the thing. You ain't the only one that says he might lose, though. So
I don't care. I don't want to stand on business if he asks you directly in your face. You have my permission to lie to him.
Oh, shit, yeah. Well, guys, it's almost, 7 o'clock you guys' time?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I know, Alan, you got dinner reservations. My friend, go ahead and do your thing. Artem, you go ahead and do your thing.
Gentlemen, all right, dinner, we good.
Thank you very much for joining me. Enjoy the rest of the evening. We'll talk soon.
Take care. See you guys.
All right, guys. See you, Alan.
Ciao.
Awesome show. Awesome show. Again, go check out Alan Ford. Documentary leading up to the match, August 30th. Title match, light heavyweight. We'll figure it out going down, the road. But yes, hey, it's going to be happening. Tune in tomorrow. I got Wayne Withers. So we're going to talk about his title match with Philip Larson. So check us out. Talk to you guys tomorrow.